If you'd have said 4 or 5 years ago that we were going to be moving to Ukraine, we would have laughed. We would have said, that's crazy.
We had baby number 6, but I still felt very strongly that God wanted us to adopt. We adopted 3 children from Ukraine. It wasn't always a mutual decision. The Lord spoke to me, to my heart first. I really felt like God was telling me this, but well, if my husband is not thinking about it, so I prayed He would remove the desire or change my husband's heart. We came across a verse that really encouraged us. It's Isaiah 54, verses 1 through 4. It talks about how many are the children of the desolate, that we should strengthen our cords and widen our tent to prepare for these children. We decided to just remodel our house, make it bigger, prepare for the children that He was going to send, and wait for what the Lord had. So our friends had sent us this picture, and these children who were in Ukraine, a country we didn't even know anything about at all. After we saw this picture, we just fell in love with these 3 children, and we knew instantly that they were going to be our children.
Got our kids loaded up, and we all got on the plane with all of our luggage, and that was our first trip to Ukraine, and we spent 2 amazing months here.
People told us we were crazy because we had 6 children. Here we wanted more. Why? And why would you do this? And do you know what you're getting into? And no, we didn't know what we were getting into. But God did.
The new kids came along with their own, they totally redefined our routine. They created a new life for us.
So when they first came, we were just kind of, it was a little difficult because they were just, I don't know, kind of felt separated and didn't want to really be apart. But yeah, after a while it came together. So
I like to play soccer, and sometimes when I have nothing to do, I just make stuff out of wood, like birdhouses and candles.
From where I came, if I would have stayed, then I would have probably ended up on a bad path. And so I'm glad that God gave me this ability to come to America.
And so I'm so thankful for the path that the Lord has had for us, that He continues to have us on. And the kids have been an incredible part of growing us and shaping us, shaping our family. I don't know what our children are going to be like when they're adults, what kind of lives they're going to have, but I promise that their lives are going to be much more full.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul.
Filled my soul.
It bathed my heart in love and wrote my name above. And just a little talk with Jesus makes me whole.
Makes me whole.
Have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell Him all about our troubles. He will hear.
We started feeling the Lord speaking to our hearts about returning to Ukraine. So we prayed, Lord, if you want us to go to Ukraine, and this is truly of you, then you will sell our house. We won't tell anyone that we're putting it up for sale. We won't list it with a realtor, but we'll just tell you, and you will confirm it to us by selling our house. And 30 minutes later, my husband was at our neighbor's house mowing her yard, and she came running out and said, I'm so embarrassed to ask you this, but your children said you were talking about possibly moving to Ukraine, and I just want to let you know that if you decide to move, my parents love your house and want to buy it. And it was just a miracle.
When you feel a little prayer will turn it, and you know a little fire is burning, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, and he will answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn.
Things that I really like about Ukraine is the people and how hospitable they are, and like how they just invite you into your home, put out the tea, and just like you're all comfortable and you can like talk and just everything like that.
One of the reasons why I like living here is because we have friends here that we met here, and then because it snows a lot more than in Oregon. Here you can walk to stores, there's one down the street, and so then I like the food here. It's yummy.
I have a dream, like I want to go to America, and then maybe a couple years working in America, I want to move back here and share the gospel with people in Ukraine.
We're two different people, but we are one, because when the Lord joined us together, he made us into one flesh. However, we still have unique and sometimes different opinions about things. How we deal with those things isn't always perfect. However, I think it's really important that we first and foremost trust God, and that we trust each other.
When we said, yes, I do, we knew that that was it. No matter what we went through, difficulties, good times, that we would be together. And I think that's important for our children to know that as well.